Welcome to the poster presentation for Lunching with Librarians, Informally Engaging with Online Students to Support Instruction. I'm Dr. Melissa Atkinson, Director of the Distance and Online Library Services Department at Abilene Christian University in Abilene, Texas.
And I'm Avery Weems, Distance and Online Services Librarian at ACU, and thanks for taking time to watch our presentation.
Our formal instruction includes webinars, tutorials, one-on-one sessions for library instruction, and Zotero. Assessment includes feedback on webinar sessions and an annual survey sent to online students. Avery and I discussed how to reach online students, focusing on point of need and just-in-time instruction concepts. We eventually implemented an informal Zoom session where students could come and ask questions in a come-and-go format that wasn't recorded. We decided lunchtime in our central time zone would be the most convenient for our student population. Before starting research for this poster, we thought lunching with librarians was informal instruction. However, after looking through these definitions, we realized that it is somewhere between non-formal and informal.
Each week on Tuesday afternoon, we sent out an email to all currently enrolled online students to let them know we're going to be having a session the following day. That reminder seems to help students who want to attend remember the details and access the Zoom link. We sometimes get responses back, even from students who missed the session or can't attend at that time, sometimes with questions that we can answer, which makes even that reminder email an extra point of contact in itself. We also announce lunching with librarians in monthly opt-in email and mention it when we do webinars.
In the implementation phase, we set up a recurring Zoom session and added it to our calendars. If there is more than one student in the session, the student who arrived first usually asks the question first. If students arrive at the same time, we ask the students if there is a preference of who goes first. Occasionally, a separate room will be used so I can help one student while Avery helps another student. Students are thankful for the help at their point of need and most like the fact that it is informal and not recorded. This is an example of the email that we send out, and this is an example of the flyer that we send out for the event.
In almost a full year of doing lunching with librarians, with 46 individual sessions, we had 74 instances of students attending and 123 individual questions asked. That does not include students asking questions to librarians in any other context. Doctor of Education program dominated students' attendance, number of questions asked, and complexity of questions asked, which makes sense as their dissertation work is more complex and requires more reliance on library resources than most other programs. Anecdotally, we would see EDD students attend even when they didn't have specific questions, in case they could overhear some useful tips, and we saw them share experiences and encouragement with each other in different stages of their dissertation work. Students asked all kinds of questions. The largest number of inquiries were of library instruction, meaning the desire to learn new skills, such as advanced searching techniques or what and where databases are, rather than just finding an article. EDD students were especially eager to learn. We often answered questions by sharing our screens in Zoom and showing students where they could view webinar recordings or demonstrating things like searching techniques or Zotero.
The benefits of informal engagement include building a sense of belonging and community, as well as making connections with students, and students making connections with other students. Some EDD students occasionally talk to each other in these sessions and encourage each other, or allude to what is to come from the program. Sometimes students seem anxious about asking for help or asking about an assignment or resource, and I think they are less so after talking with us in this kind of environment. Assessment of non-formal or informal instruction or learning is not something we have been good about doing, but we plan to assess this program and learning using verbal questions during the section, including how students are feeling about their research. We already give encouragement and follow-up communication, and we'll begin tracking short surveys, either online or verbally. An informal session, much like virtual office hours, is a good option for librarians who may not be as connected with online students. Rutledge and Lemire discuss microteaching as a way to instruct students outside of the classroom, which librarians are known for doing and doing well. If emailing all students is not possible, a subset of students could be emailed or marketed to. Letting students know you are there to help them and giving them an inviting, encouraging environment to do so can help engage online students and help them succeed. Pause the video to look at some of the articles we referenced in our presentation.